You ever describe yourself or maybe someone you know as fiercely independent? It sounds like a badge of honor, right? A real sign of strength. But what if that independence isn't just a personality trait? What if it's actually a story about survival?
Does this just hit you right in the gut? That feeling when you really need help, but asking for it? Well, it feels like giving up, like you failed. It's that voice in your head that screams, "I've got this," even when you feel like you're drowning. This feeling, right here, is the key to understanding a very specific and honestly a very common survival strategy. Oh, you know this person. We all do. They're the planner, the problem solver. They're the one who just never seems to need anything from anybody. They're so reliable, so strong, but they're also kind of an island. And maybe, just maybe, as you're listening to this, you're thinking, that person is me. So this brings us to the big question we're going to dig into. Is this intense self-reliance really a choice? Is it just a core part of who someone is, or is it something else entirely, a strategy that was built for a very, very good reason?
So let's look at the two ways to think about this. On one hand, the common idea is, oh, that's just my personality. You see it as a matter of strength, or maybe you even call it stubbornness. But there's another story here, that it's actually a learned pattern, a direct response to things that happened to you in your past.
And this is the absolute core of it. What looks like a simple character trait on the surface, it has much, much deeper roots. We're not just talking about wanting to do things yourself. We're talking about a deeply wired-in belief that you have to.
And that brings us to the most important way to reframe this whole thing. We're not talking about some personality quirk. No, we are talking about a full-blown survival mechanism, a tool that was literally forged in your past to help get you through a really tough time. There's actually a term for this, hyper-independence. And it's not just about liking your alone time or being an introvert. It's an adaptive strategy your brain developed when your environment taught you a really powerful lesson. Depending on other people is unsafe, it's unreliable, or hey, maybe it's just not an option at all. So here's what's really going on, and this is so crucial. When you, as an adult, find yourself refusing help or insisting on handling it all alone, you're not just being stubborn. You are actively and probably unconsciously protecting the younger version of you, the kid who learned they had to be their own hero.
So you might be wondering, where does a lesson like that even come from? How does a child learn so deeply that they can only count on themselves? Well, let's look at a couple of common starting points.
Two classic examples that come to mind are the latchkey kid and the parentified child. The latchkey kid, right, comes home to an empty house, has to figure out dinner, homework, everything, all on their own. And the parentified child, that's the kid who has to take on adult responsibilities, either practical or emotional, for their parents or their siblings. In both of these situations, the child learns that being independent isn't a fun skill. It's an absolute necessity. You can almost see how the pattern gets wired in. Step 1, the environment sends a clear message. The world isn't going to stop for you. Your needs aren't always going to be met by someone else. Step 2, the totally logical conclusion a kid draws is, okay, guess I have to rely on myself. And then step 3, the adaptation. That's when hyperindependence is born. It's a brilliant strategy for a child who needs to survive.
All right, so let's pull all these threads together now. Once you understand where this comes from, it allows you to completely reframe what we even mean when we talk about this kind of intense self-reliance.
If you take one thing away from all this, please let it be this. Your hyper-independence is not a character flaw. It is not a sign that you're cold or that you can't connect with people. It is a highly effective pattern of self-reliance that you built to protect yourself. Honestly, it's a testament to your resilience. Let's just land on this thought for a second. This wasn't a choice you made in a vacuum. It was a necessary response to a world where counting on others just wasn't a safe bet. And seeing it that way, well, that allows for something that hyper-independence usually pushes away, self-compassion. So I'll leave you with this question to just sort of sit with. Knowing what you know now, that this pattern is all about protecting the younger you, what might it look like or feel like to just gently test the waters, to let someone help you with something, even something small? What do you think that might teach that younger part of you today?